Hello friends, this is Advocate Khanna. In last few days, I have been asked many times by the junior advocates a practical question which is related to a case or a suit. That is, how to fill a Vakalatnama. Practical law and its exercise for new and junior advocates. Before filling Vakalatnama, we must know what is a Vakalatnama. Vakalatnama is a document which authorizes an advocate to represent their client in the court of law. Vakalatnama also determines certain rights of an advocate pertaining to the case. These are the rights a Vakalatnama gives to an advocate. These are the essential part of a Vakalatnama and should be clearly mentioned on the signed Vakalatnama. To act, appear, and plead in a case in the court or in any other court. To sign, file, verify, and present pleadings, appeals, cross objections, or petitions. To file and take back documents. To admit, deny the documents of the opposite party. To withdraw or compromise the said case or submit to arbitration. To take execution proceedings on paying separate fee. To deposit, draw, and receive money, check, cash, and grant receipts. To appoint and instruct any other legal practitioner authorizing him to exercise the power and authority hereby conferred upon the advocate. Now, let's take a look how does a blank Vakalatnama form look like. You will see an empty box at top of the page and another box in the middle of the page. You will also see several blank spaces being given, and in the middle of the form you will notice certain rights which a Vakalatnama gives to the advocate. These rights are mentioned in the middle of the Vakalatnama form. At the end of the page, you will see the signing space given for the party and the advocate. Now let us learn and start to fill the empty form of Vakalatnama. You can see an empty box at top of the page. This space has been given for pasting the court fee. The court fee is decided according to Court Fee Act or as per the local law. In Delhi, most of the district courts require a court fee of 2 rupees. Ensure to cross the court fee after pasting it. This is to prove that this court fee has been used. Next, we will need to fill the judge detail. Let's say we're in the court of ABC. So we'll write Honorable ABC MM. Let's say the ABC is Metropolitan Magistrate. Next, we need to fill the case number. Now we have two situations here. One is you are filing a fresh case and the other you are filing an appeal. If you are filing a fresh case, you won't know the case number. In that case, we will keep this space blank. If you have joined as an advocate in the middle stage of the case, in this case you will know the case number. In this case, let's say our case number is 1 or 001. So we will write here 001. After this, make sure to tick the appropriate option, the suit or an appeal. This will help the court to determine whether we are filing a suit or an appeal. Let's now move to the next portion. We now need to fill the party details. Suppose we are in the case of X versus Y. Now you will notice there are many options given as the status of the suitor, as plaintiff, appellant, petitioner, complainant, defendant, respondent, accused. If this is a civil case, then we have to tick plaintiff and defendant, or petitioner or respondent. This depends on the case status. If this is an appeal, then we have to tick appeal and respondent. If this is a criminal case, then complainant and accused. Let's say we are defending Y in a civil case. In this case, we have to fill defendant or respondent as per the status of the case. This will depend on the status of X. If X is plaintiff, we have to tick defendant. If X is appellant, we need to tick respondent. Ensure to not tick accused in a civil case. You may cross it or just leave it as it is without any tick. You can see S in a bracket has been given next to the status of the suitor. This is because there could be more than one party. It's not necessary that there is only one party. If there are more than one parties, we have to tick their status accordingly. For single party, we will tick I. If there are more than one party, we need to tick V. In next step, we need to fill the name of the party we are representing. Let's say Y, then their father name and their address. Now, in the next blank space given, we need to fill the status of the party. Let's say the Y is defendant here, so we will write defendant accordingly. As we discussed earlier, we need to fill the status as per the case status. In the civil case, we can fill defendant or respondent. Now, we will see another box in the middle of the page. This has also been given for pasting the court fee, but this is not mandatory to paste any court fee here. If you paste any court fee here, this is considered as a donation. So it's voluntary. You can paste a court fee here or just leave it as it is, write not applicable. Now we have to fill the date, month and year in the given spaces. Let's say 2nd May. We will move to the next part now. Now the signature of the advocate and thumb impression or the signature of the client in the given space. There could be a situation where the client is in jail or judicial custody. In this case, we will write JC and later on we can request the court that we require the signature of the client. And when the client is available, we can ask him to sign in this place. Now let's take a look on this example filled up Vakalatnama that's been used in a case. You can see we have pasted a 2 rupee court fee in the box and crossed it to make sure that it's been used. In the court detail, we have filled Shri and the judge's name. We can write Shri or Honorable. Then we will see the party details, State versus Ajay, as party is an accused. When there is a state in the party, that means this is a criminal case. Then we have filled the accused person's name, his father's name, and the address. In the next space, the advocate must write their name and the enrollment number and the address. If you have a stamp handy, you can simply paste it. Then we will see the form has been signed by the advocate and the client after filling the date. Can a person who is not an advocate represent his own case himself in the court? Yes, if the court allows, it totally depends upon the permission from the court of law. Also, if in a case the person does not have the money to hire an advocate, the court can provide an advocate to represent them in the court of law. Does it require to file separate Vakalatnama for each of them if a person has more than one advocate? No. Details of each advocate can be filled on single Vakalatnama. Hope it helped you. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share. Also don't forget to comment what topics you would like me to cover in the coming up videos. Take care.